everyone, it's Mallory here with All About Cats. In this week's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit special for the end of the year. We're going to be taking a look at some of my favorites from all of the products that we've tested out over the last year here on All About Cats. Now, the products in this video are going to be coming from all sorts of different categories. We're not going to see any food or litter on this list. Those are really individual, so if you're interested in things like that, go ahead and check out the description for links to videos on our favorite foods and cat litter. But I am going to be talking about a few different accessories and cool things that I've found have really upgraded my experience living with my cats over the last year. The very first product that I want to talk about is a litter scoop that revolutionized the way that I clean my cat's litter boxes. So it is the iPrimio Nonstick litter sifter. So I've had this product for a couple of years and my appreciation of it has just increased over the time that I've had it. When I first got this litter scoop, it was an upgrade from an old plastic scoop that had lasted for a while before it snapped, as plastic litter scoops are apt to do. And it was my first time using a really robust, well-made aluminum litter sifter. It was a huge improvement over what I had been using previously. So this litter sifter from iPrimio is made from aluminum with a solid plastic handle. It feels weighty and robust in the hand, and even if you're hacking away at caked waste in your cat's litter box, you're not going to have to worry about it snapping in half. Compared to other litter sifters, it does an excellent job of cleaning quickly and effectively. So I've tried a lot of different litter scoops over the last year, and I haven't found a single one that works as well as the iPrimio litter sifter. It absolutely flies through a fine-grained clumping clay litter like Tidy Cat's 24/7 Performance, and it also works pretty well with a wide variety of other cat litters. The only kind of negative that I could mention about the iPrimio litter scoop is that it's not exactly non-stick. It claims to be, but there's definitely some sticking, just like you would encounter with essentially any other litter scoop, but at the same time it's significantly easier to clean thoroughly, so you're not going to have to worry about a lot of long-term buildup like you would see with a plastic scoop. At $12.95, this is a pretty affordable investment in your litter scooping experience. It's absolutely changed the way that I think about cleaning the litter box. And the next product that I want to talk about is one that I've mentioned quite a bit here on the All About Cats channel, and it is the Litter Robot 3 with the Connect app. After trying out 6 different automatic litter boxes in the last year, I have a pretty good understanding of the issues that automatic litter boxes are running into. And there are quite a few of them, and they're pretty significant. I think that it's very difficult for people to get automatic litter boxes right. Most automatic litter boxes, at least in my experience, end up being more of a hassle than a convenience. Every time that I've tried another automatic litter box and seen how many issues they tend to have, I appreciate the Litter Robot more and more. This is a really, really well-designed automatic litter box. It has this rotating mechanism that allows it to cleanly sift through the litter. It doesn't have a lot of sticking, it doesn't encounter a lot of jamming, and it overall just works really consistently. Overall, I would say that the Litter Robot was one of the standout products that I used in 2020, and it became continually more impressive the more I tried out other competing products. So if you're considering an automatic litter box and you're willing to make the investment, I would certainly consider the Litter Robot 3. So the Litter Robot 3 currently costs $499. The next product that I want to talk about is one right behind me. It is the Armarkat 73-inch cat tree. So this cat tree is something that I recently purchased for an upcoming review on the best cat trees, and I've been really, really happy with my experience with it so far. As you guys may know from watching the channel, my cat Forrest is significantly more independent than Wessie. She likes interacting with people, but certainly only on her own terms and her own time. She doesn't really like to go downstairs, and up until when I purchased this tree, she spent most of her time in a closet. I've been concerned that she might feel a little bit insecure, and perhaps the reason she's hiding in the closet so much is that. So I was really happy to see that when I purchased this tree, she was coming out of the closet a lot more and able to climb up into this tree. So as you guys probably know, providing that type of vertical elevated territory for your cat is a really valuable tool for helping them to feel more confident as they navigate the house. And I definitely saw proof of that when using this Armarkat tree. Now, the positives of the Armarkat tree are not only things that you're going to see in any other cat tree. This overall does seem to be a pretty well made cat tree. I appreciated that the tree has 9 different scratching post areas. It has 3 different platforms, as well as a couple of beds that your cat can sit in. It also has a hammock down here at the bottom, as well as some other play areas that are probably going to appeal more to friskier, younger cats than mine. I have noticed it wobbling a little bit, so it's not the sturdiest tree on the market, but overall it should be a good choice, especially if you have small or medium-sized cats. The Armarkat 73-inch tree cost $141.71 when I purchased it. Another game-changing product that I tried out this year was the Sleepypod Air in-cabin cat carrier. A couple of things happened as soon as I started trying out the Sleepypod Air. The first was that Wessie walked straight into the Sleepypod Air. Of course, he hasn't yet established any fearful associations with the carrier since he's never really gone out in it. But at the same time, the fact that he went into this enclosed space without having to be coerced at all was a good sign. Secondly, I was really pleased with the way that the Sleepypod Air was built. It has abundant storage, it's really easy to carry with multiple straps, and the materials that are used in its construction just feel really robust, really strong, very high quality. I've had my eye on Sleepypod products for a while, knowing that they're among very few products that have been tested and approved by the Center for Pet Safety for car safety, and I wasn't disappointed when I got to try it out for myself. It's approved for car safety, and it's also appropriate for plane travel. It's rated for cats weighing up to 18 pounds, and it seems like one of the best built, best constructed cat carriers on the market. The second to last of these products that really impressed me over the last year was the Safari Slicker Brush. If you've been watching all of our videos, you'll remember this from our video on the best cat brushes. I recommended it as the overall best brush you can buy. And behind the scenes, my experience with the Slicker Brush was one that really impressed me. So I noticed that when I started brushing Wessie with the Safari Slicker Brush, his entire demeanor was changed. I think that being brushed regularly had a really positive impact on his stress levels, and it also had a really positive effect on the appearance of his coat. And of all of the brushes that I tried this year, I found that this one did the best job of cleanly collecting hair and making disposal easy. So this is an effective brush that's going to help to improve your cat's circulation, remove loose hair, and reduce your cat's stress levels if they have the right temperament for it. Overall, I was really happy with my experience using the Safari Slicker Brush, and I think that it could be a good addition to pretty much any household with cats. It's well suited to just about any coat type, and it's a good all-purpose brush. So the Safari Self-Cleaning Slicker Brush costs $14.99. So up until this point, all of the products that I've been talking about have been pretty practical items. They're things that pretty much everyone can use. But the next one I want to talk about is something that I just found really fun, and it is the Rocki Robot Companion for pets. So we tried out the Rocki Robot Companion a few months ago, right around the time that this product was first launched, and overall I was really happy with my experience. So the Rocki Robot Companion is this little treat dispensing, laser pointing robot that you control from a smartphone app. It moves around your house like an RC car, and it has a camera on it, so you're able to see what your cat is doing and how they're interacting with the robot. It has a microphone for two-way voice communication, so you can hear your cat and you can also have your cat hear your voice. And overall, it's just a really cool way to connect with your cat when you're away from home. So with its 4 macadam wheels, it's able to move side to side without turning, back and forth, and turn 360 degrees. This makes it really mobile, and it's able to explore your entire house, or at least one floor of your entire house. So in contrast to a typical pet cam that's just going to be stationary and you're basically going to have to wait for your cat to go to it, the Rocki robot companion allows you to go to your cat, and I think that puts it at a really significant advantage over other devices like this. So at $199, this is pretty expensive for just something cool to play with your cat, but if you're really interested in cool gadgets and want to try something new and interesting that might allow you to bond a little bit with your cat when you're away from home, I would definitely recommend the Rocki robot companion. I found that it was a really well-made little toy. It did pretty much everything well, and it was a really fun gadget to review. So that's it for my favorites of 2020. There were a lot of other products that I tried out and really enjoyed over the course of the last year, but these sticks are ones that I was particularly impressed by and which I continue to use today, and which I think have had a really positive impact on my cats' lives over the last year. I also want to mention that besides it being the end of the calendar year, at least for most of us, it's also the end of our first year here on YouTube. So All About Cats' first YouTube video was published in December of 2019, and it's been a really interesting and exciting year since. I've gotten the opportunity to obviously try out a lot of really interesting products, and we've also gotten the opportunity to kind of grow this All About Cats community. It's been really interesting to see this community growing around the goal of getting better information and providing better lives for our cats. So thank you to all of you who have commented, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot. So thank you again, and Happy New Year.